What?
We have a farm.
It's a joke. Calm down. It's for entertainment purposes. We have arrived at Emma and we're going to go search for a bed.
This is weird ass.
We gotta try to deal with some doctors, but they're on strike right now for the next 10 days.
I underestimated how much I would miss Mexican food.
Hi, we're Dylan and Andrew, two American Angelinos who moved to France at the end of 2025 to start a new adventure. Across all of France, we have a home in the Dordogne and an apartment in Paris, living a dual life between city and countryside. And also don't forget, we have our big baby, Lincoln. Parigueux, 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 Parigueux.
Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Alors, la dernière vidéo, j'ai dit Parigueux et pas Parigueux. Merci pour tous les commentaires que c'est Parigueux et pas Parigueux. Maintenant, je sais que Parigueux est un autre mot pour parisien. Je ne savais pas ça. No, but for real, if I ever say something incorrectly, please let me know in the comments because I want to speak French very, very well and not just decently. But I'm still leaving that video up even though we mispronounced it because it is cute. I'm not getting rid of it. Howdy y'all and welcome to a new episode of Husbands en France. We headed from Bergerac to Bordeaux because we are looking for a matelas. We need a new mattress. So we have made it to Bordeaux and we're going to head to Emma. It's on the edge of the city and go look at mattresses because we need a new bed. We have arrived at Emma and we're going to go search for a bed. This one is very comfortable. I feel like I'm about to fall asleep.
We're trying another one. This one is the Diamond Cool. It's like their premium one. It's comfortable, but I think maybe the other one that has a little more memory foam. The most important decision I can make is my back because of my neck stuff. Sleeping is very important for us. And the current mattress at home is horrible.
All right, so we checked out the Emma store and we found two mattresses that we really like. We're going to think about it before we buy them. We're also going to IKEA, so we're going to test out their mattresses. We also just checked out Maison du Monde, which is a furniture interior design store.
It's really strong with the Bohemian style, which is very popular here. And I'm just not a fan of Bohemian. It just doesn't do it for me. You know, rattan and straw and shells. It just feels like not my vibe. So Maison du Monde, that's a lot of that stuff. So we didn't find very much we liked. Some Danish modern, which I like.
Yeah, we prefer the mid-century modern look because Scandinavians do the best at interior design, in my opinion. After checking out Emma, we made it to IKEA. And of course, the first thing we had to do was catch up on lunch, so we ate there. We are at IKEA, and I got meatballs and fries, or as they would say in French, boulettes et frites, et sans boisson. IKEA is always a blast, love walking through it, so that was exciting. But we did not find the mattress that we wanted there. They just weren't as comfortable as the ones at Emma, but it's still always fun going to IKEA. You kind of just want to buy everything. We're looking at different bed frames to go with the mattress. Thus far, we really like this one. There is a more like mid-century wooden one that has the nightstands built into it that we looked at online, but when we got here, it just looks cheap and not as nice, so like this one, but also going to look for dupes of the one we do like and see if there's another company or direct buy we can do to get that kind of bed.
This is weird ass. Que vous offre un matelas et un oreiller tempur. Ainsi que notre sommier de
I feel like I'm at Disneyland in one of those like Bugs Life in Animal Kingdom, if you know what I'm talking about.
Et de profiter pleinement de l'expérience.
This is definitely a way to try out a bed. It's Tempur-Pedic. It's comfortable, a little too soft for me.
Prenez le temps de vous installer confortablement et de vous mettre à l'aise sur votre matelas tempur.
Sur votre matelas tempur.
Inspirez lentement et profondément par le nez en laissant l'air remplir vos poumons.
That means breathe slowly, right? Respirez lentement.
En expirant, concentrez-vous sur...
We are waiting to go home back to our little town. We would have been on the train that was earlier, but our Uber driver decided to get lost, even with GPS. So we missed the earlier train and now we gotta wait an hour. In Bordeaux, it's not bad. It's actually very chilly today and we're ready to go home.
I am exhausted from thinking about like the beds, like critically thinking, is this comfortable? Is it gonna last? How's it gonna age? How's my neck? How's my back? I can't believe I'm tired from that, but I am tired.
And the good old mattress pressure to buy one. And when Dylan said he didn't want light, we didn't love any of them, they acted so offended.
They're like, what? You don't like them? I was like, no. And
I mean, we liked one, it was Tempur-Pedic, but it was like way too much money.
And when I was like, we're gonna go, they kept trying to be like, oh, well, we can put you down on the list for like when this one comes back in stock. And I was like, nah, we good, like, we out. And then they were like offended. Okay, we have finished up our day in Bordeaux. We are at the train station, gonna grab the train to the regional line and go back home. We got Lincoln a new rain jacket in yellow. Look how cute he is. Our neighbor has sheep and goat, and Lincoln tends to stare at them and not sure what to do, but he finally barked at them. So now they create like this protective line, like a football team, to block Lincoln from them. If you're not already, make sure to check out our socials. We're on Threads, TikTok, Instagram, and here. We also have a weekly newsletter that Andrew writes, so you can sign up for that. Today is just a casual day. We're doing the basics. We're gonna go to the grocery store, the bakery, and then hit up Bergerac. I'm so tired of going there, but it's Andrew's favorite store, so we're gonna go. What?
We have a farm.
It's a joke. Calm down. It's for entertainment purposes.
Hi, well, we have a farm, so we have to buy things to also work on it. As we learned, the old owner didn't take care of it that well. This is a Renault. I think that's what you said. Yeah. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the key system. It's a dish, like a little card. And it unlocks and locks when you come and go, which is fine. But the problem is, I'll get Dylan, oh, will you grab something from the car? As we're walking, I walk away and it locks, which is great. But that feature, it happens too fast, almost like every time. I'd rather lock my car myself, or it lock after a certain amount of time. Shocks aren't very good. This is a rental, so I think it's kind of been used and abused a little bit. The gear shift shakes the whole time. Probably things I would say aren't too safe about it, but I think that might be just because it's a rental from Leclerc, the grocery store. But the other cars we've gotten there from there have been great. And this one just doesn't seem to fit, and it looks like it's spacious. It's not really spacious, and we don't have room, and we put cinder blocks in the back. The thing couldn't handle it. We're gonna have to get something a little bigger or something that's maybe a little more robust.
Out here in rural France, you have to take your trash yourself to these little spots. There's recycling, plastic, trash, glass, which I talked about in a previous video. I don't actually mind taking the trash to the dump. It is just the fact with the trash sitting in the car, it can smell really bad, and I just don't like it being in the car. I don't mind moving it myself. We've made it to Bergerac, basically live here at this point, so we're gonna go in. I actually don't know why we're going in there, but we're going. Okay, we're finished with Prix Bon Marché. We got these like 5 shelf things. What are they called? Tablet, whatever. And we're gonna use those to put in the garage for tools, utility stuff. We talked to them about getting the cinder blocks delivered. They're $70 or 70 euro per pallet, and delivery's free on Fridays and Saturdays, so we're gonna take advantage of that. And then we get a 30 euro reimbursement for each pallet we bring back. So we're gonna look into that. Lincoln, come here. Hi, bud. Hi. Hello. How are you, handsome? It's sprinkling. It's so funny going from somewhere where it didn't rain at all back to a place where it rains, because in Oklahoma it rains quite a bit too. I used to be very tired and lethargic when it was gray and rainy like this outside when we first moved here. Now I'm like, wow, I've got energy. Which I think back when I lived in Paris in college, like I don't really remember like the gray skies, the early evenings bothering me really. Maybe it's because I'm older now. But I don't really remember being bothered by that. And living here, that's been quite an adjustment coming from LA. Well, maybe that's because I lived in Oklahoma and moved to Paris. I don't know. I'm finally adjusting to the weather here, which the weather here in Southwest France is way better than Paris. I love my Paris. You my city girl. Paris, you my number one. But that weather there, it is cold and rainy. Maybe I'm just lucky. I see lots of videos talking about how mean French people are and how people like can't talk to them or engage with them. Am I just living in a different world because I'm having all these good experiences in my life? Or maybe it's the energy, I don't know. Granted, I am a white guy, so we've seen hedgehogs in our neighbor's yard, and they go through the fence right there. So every time we walk by, Lincoln has to inspect and investigate if there are hedgehogs out here. Anyway, we're about to go back to the house, and I'm going to shower and get ready, and we are going to head into town. And then we've got some phone calls to make. We gotta try to deal with some doctors, but they're on strike right now for the next 10 days. So there are doctors available, but you know, French, always protesting. We love a good protest though. We love a good manifestation, because that's how you make change in a country, is protesting. But for some reason, when I do it in the United States, nothing changes. I don't know. Met with a doctor and got a couple's prescriptions, so we are going to go in the pharmacy and get them. This is my first time picking up medications at the pharmacy. This is not Andrew's first time. Random fact, people broke into the pharmacy and then stole things and then lit it on fire. So the current pharmacy is in this like makeshift portable building. Let's go in the pharmacy. For one of my medications too, I can only get it from one pharmacy once I start taking it. I'm hoping to make a little community with the pharmacians up in this pharmacy. It is a rainy day, but the sun keeps coming out. All right, we got everything from the pharmacy, and now we're going to head to the post office as well as the grocery store / bakery. We are back at Intermarché. I'm here like every YouTube video. We're just getting the basics, water, some food, something to cook tonight. I have no idea what we're gonna make for dinner. Trying to figure out something different to get here and try that's new. Yeah. We are going to make homemade pizza, so we're getting some meat to put on top of it, and we got like a cute little kit that comes with the bread, crust, whatever you call it, and tomato sauce.
By the way, I just got your text. What would you call pepperoni in France when I'm looking at chorizo and other sausages?
Lincoln's just been living his best life in the countryside. He is a country dog now.
Hello. So this is the current dilemma. I underestimated the amount of desire and how much I would miss Mexican food.
Before we get too into this, we just like to preface, we did know moving here that Mexican food was going to be sparse to find, especially authentic Mexican food, and that's just something we decided we would have to give up in order to live here.
One of the big things here is spicy food is just not the same as I'm used to in Los Angeles and Southern California, and I think it's a multitude of like Mexican cuisine plus lots of Southeast Asian cuisines in different parts of the world. I've lived in Southern California for 18 years, from California originally, Northern California. So I'm a Californian through and through. I'm not not the only one from SoCal that's having this. Like if you look on TikTok or Instagram, you'll see like, I'm a SoCal person, found the best Mexican tacos in Paris. That's great. When we go to Paris, we have new places to try, which we'll of course share with you guys. But here down near Bergerac, we're not finding Mexican food that's in the realm of what we want. The big thing is that there's no spicy food here the same way that you would expect back home in America. There is some, but I'll be honest, like when I ask for something spicy, I have to ask 2 to 3 times more. It's never really spicy enough to what my palate has gotten used to back home in Southern California, the US. Because of that, I think that a lot of the flavors here that would be like Mexican cuisine, we go to a Mexican restaurant in Paris, it's not really done in the same palate range of like, you know, like spicy range that you would expect normally. And this is why like a cheat code we have is when we really want spicy and we just, you know, want it from really quickly. There's actually Chipotle in Paris. I know, Chipotle. Well, when you live in France and you want a little taste of home, sometimes that's what you go do. And to be honest, it's like 10 times better here. It's like how Chipotle started with super fresh ingredients. But the spicy salsa here is the same as this recipe as the US. So it is hot and it makes every burrito. Me being me and deciding, let's deal with this, I decided to cook Mexican food. I found this really cool, actually a couple websites, order from 2 different ones that provide Mexican products to make authentic Mexican food. So they're from Mexico, it's imported. Here are the 2 websites that I used for this recent, you know, haul. We'll go through this. Okay, so this is kind of the haul. Some adobo, some Mexican chocolate, because it's a little bit different than regular chocolate in France. Serrano chiles, chipotles, enchilada sauce. Everyone loves a little enchilada sauce. Enchilada sauce. Some chiles. For different types of food, we have ancho. We have some arbol mulato. I kind of remember the Mexican name, not the French name for some of this. Guajillo, pasilla, a lot of chilies because I'm gonna make stuff from scratch, not just from mix. So I did get like this and like we got another one with chocolate in it, but for the most part, I'm making my own tortillas. Oh, that sounded really white person trying to speak Spanish. And then this is something I didn't realize. There's a difference in bouillon from France versus Mexico. That's also with the flour, the corn flour here. So actually this is interesting. Corn flour is cornstarch here. So there is corn flour, but like for the most part, what you would think of when you go to the grocery store, essentially cornstarch. And then versus what here is I order from the Mexican store, which is corn flour itself. Already made some tortillas and with our tortilla press, and it was, oh, they were so good. And then there's one thing. So this is my favorite thing from the order because it's candy. Is pelon. It's like a chili sugar kind of paste. Normally there's a guy on here that got curly hair, but these were from Mexico. So in Mexico, you cannot have like cartoons and stuff to promote sugary products that is unhealthy. So they, you know, like if you go to find American cereal down there, it'll have everything looks normal except for like Tony the Tiger will not be on Frosted Flakes. So that's essentially the difference. So that's how you know this is from Mexico itself. The ones made for the US still have the guy with the curly hair, which is kind of like what it looks like when you push this. It's like a push pop almost, and curly hair comes out. One of my favorite things. Having plenty of friends in Southern California, lots of them with family from Mexico, I decided to implore them for the best recipes. So I got a bunch of recipes that I'm going to be trying to make. I don't know how many we're going to show you guys just because I don't usually traditionally make this cuisine. When it comes to like French cuisine or that stuff, I feel a little more confident because I went to school for that. And in particular, we had mostly was like traditional French cuisine. I'm really excited to try Mexican food at home. We did mole the other night, made tortillas and refried beans and just some white rice. Dylan didn't speak the whole meal because he just kept eating and he went back for seconds and then almost thirds. So that to me means he liked it. And the next one, I don't know what the next dish we're gonna do. Carne asada is not too hard. It's more about the meat and the cut and that stuff. Some of these chilies that, we have going on here, I want to make some stuff. We are going to be growing chilies in the kitchen. I have a little indoor greenhouse that we are building to go over in the corner. So we have chilies all year round and also cilantro or coriander is known here because I need more of that in my life. I need spicy. And we're going to Paris in a couple weeks. We're definitely gonna get Mexican food and we'll definitely let you see where we go.
One cool thing that we've been noticing that happens a lot in the evening is fog, mist kind of sets in at sunset, and it's just really, really beautiful.